I'm Scott Hegarty from the Department of Economics at Northeastern Illinois University. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that you see in principles of macroeconomics classes often, but a lot of times in intermediate macro or international finance class. This is the model of the money market. Just like any market, there's supply and demand that leads to a price. So normally you have supply and demand and the price. And a lot of times you'll see it graphed like this. The money market is a little bit different. The money market is the supply of money and the demand of money, and that leads to the price of access to money. In this case, we're going to have the money supply and the money demand, but the price of money is called the interest rate, or R. So in other words, the big question is, what determines interest rates? The long story short is two things determine interest rates: money supply and income, or Y, or GDP. Those are the two big things that determine interest rates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to derive a model with supply and demand, show you why the curves move like the way they do, and then talk about what happens with shifts to these curves to make interest rates go up and down. This is important for anybody who's interested in buying a house, anybody who's interested in borrowing money or investing, or anybody who's interested in the future economy, the economic performance of a country. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So first of all, money supply is determined by the central bank or the Fed. A lot of times when we talk about the supply of money, we have two definitions. M1, which is currency plus deposits. M2, which is M1 is part of it, plus what are called time deposits. So if you ever have like a 2-year CD or a 2-year certificate of deposit, your money is locked away and cannot be cashed in without penalty for 2 years. There's a time involved. There's also something called M0, or monetary base. This is currency plus reserves. And so this is smaller because deposits are all the money in the bank. Reserves are the fraction that the bank keeps before it lends them out. So M0 is smaller than M1. M2 is bigger because it's M1 plus something else. So these two are the big definitions of the money supply, but what the Fed can actually control is this, M0 or the monetary base. It's the same, it's a synonym.